New Mexico CannaCast. Everything New Mexico, everything cannabis.
Welcome everybody to the New Mexico CannaCast. How you doing out there? We're gonna have a great show for you. I'm Josh. I'm one of your hosts. The thing today is gonna be Grower's Ego, and our IT guy, also known as.
What's up, everybody? It's Chad. It's good seeing all everybody, or hearing if you guys are on the podcast side, because we do this on YouTube as well. Today we're going to be talking about Grower's Ego, and a lot of us have experienced it, done it, or have seen it before. And I've been a part of it too, but I'm older now. So I've learned a lot, and there's a lot of things that we could do, and I don't know everything. And I tell people that all the time. I don't know everything, and I'm glad I don't know everything. So we'll probably explain a little bit more. So Josh, go ahead and let's get the show started. After he sips on his protein milk.
Man, gotta get the protein in, man. Gotta stay healthy, right?
Exactly.
That brings me another grower I've been watching. Talking about it being a healthy grower, being healthy mind, healthy body, and being healthier for the plants. Like to be grateful. Be grateful we can grow this plant, and be grateful that that'll help a lot of the ego, right? Like we talk about ego. Everybody's had ego. I have been there. You know what I mean? I people probably still say I have ego about it, but I'm just like, no, this is, you know what I mean? I believe I owe the plant that much is how I look at it. And everybody grows differently, correct? Like,
definitely. Yeah. So let's just get in. I mean, everyone can grow, is like the first topic we're really going to talk about, because humans have been growing for thousands of years. That's a simple fact. So everybody can grow, has the ability to grow, and really can. It's just the fact that you just need the knowledge. But not everybody knows everything about even all plants right now.
No, and you know what I mean? There's always new stuff, right? So the things that happen, like for instance, let's say, a few years ago, this was the only way to do this, right? Now it's been disproven that you can do this, or here we go, the plant really needs this at a certain time. You know what I mean? You think nitrogen for clones or whatever, but it's the complete opposite. So you look at stuff like that. It's very unique. What all the new stuff's coming in and out, and I like everybody has their way to grow, right? If you're passionate about that way of growing, it's probably the right way for you. That's all.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, grow the way that you want to, and don't think that your way is the right way or anything. We'll get more on that later. So we'll jump down, and the truth is behind that. With that being said, unless Josh, do you have something else to say?
Right. The way I grow is the right way, though, Chad.
Are you sure? The way I grow is the right way.
Not even close. I don't know exactly what's the right way for you. I just had, we have an ego show. Why can't we put some ego down, right?
Yeah. We'll play a little bit. So, but truth be told, some growers are better than other growers, like with that being said, yes, everybody can grow, but there are growers who are better than others. Just like there are other basketball players who are better than other basketball players, and baseball players who are better than other baseball players. That's how it is. There's people who just have more of a passion for it versus other people, or people who just don't have the knowledge yet, or people who are still learning. But that doesn't necessarily mean that like you can't learn, So, I mean, Josh, what do you have on that?
Well, you know what I mean? Like, I don't believe any grower is better than another grower, right? I don't know. Like you said, though, like how you touched on the passion or whatever. What is their work ethic? What is their, you know what I mean? Like, what are they willing to invest in the time to learn, right? That's what it really comes down to, is like, what do you like? How much time are you going to invest to learn? Like, you have so many hours of a day. And most everybody in the family life has their family, and you have your children time, you have your spouse time, your dog time, the recliner time, gym time, all that. So you know what I mean? But you have to put some learning time in there, read some books, listen to some podcasts, learn about different things, see different things, whatever works for you. So that's my thing about it, is whatever. How hard are you willing to, how hard are you willing to jump into it and go after it and really pay attention and look at things, sometimes scientifically. If you're looking at commercial outfit, because we got a lot of people going to New Mexico, right? Going to jump into the commercial aspect, right? So you have to be aware of the numbers in that, right? Because then that's a business, okay? And business is a lot different than a hobbyist or a home grower. That's just the truth of it, guys. But yeah, so you know what I mean. And don't let like growers' ego. Let's not let growers' egos tear New Mexico apart, right?
Yeah,
Let's just
definitely.
everybody wants to grow how they want to grow. Get it. I want you to grow. Like that's me. Like I
Yeah,
want you to grow.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
everybody knows I wish everybody could grow. I'm so excited they can now. That's
Hmm.
even better. So thank you. Like,
Yeah,
and get after it. Like learn, make mistakes, keep improving, But yeah, so don't let the ego thing tear the community apart, and be willing to learn. Like you can learn from all types of growers, right? You can even
yeah.
learn what not to do from a
Oh yeah,
grower.
definitely. I mean, that's like another key thing that you can do, because if you see something that someone does and it doesn't work, you just learn something from them, because okay, let's not do that. Or if it doesn't work for them, okay, what they do to make it not work? Okay, don't do that. You can still learn from other people's mistakes. There's always something to learn in every little situation that you have when it comes to cannabis, especially. When it comes to the situations, you're always learning. I'm always learning something about cannabis. Josh is always learning something about cannabis. There's always something to learn
Love it.
and something new coming out,
Yeah.
and that's why you like, oops, sorry, I thought you were going to be talking. That's why if you refuse to learn something new, you're going to miss out. You're going to miss out on information. You're going to miss out on a possible new technique, or maybe some new information or something, or maybe some old information that's brought back. Who knows? Or just something that was known back in the day.
Well, yeah. So you know what I mean? Something that was solid information
Yep.
10 years ago that's disproven now.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. Like that's the way, it evolves. We're getting more aggro stuff into the industry. So there's a lot out there. Like nobody knows it all. So get after it. Like that's all I can tell you. Get
Yeah,
after it.
yeah. And the best way to learn is just grow. Like that's really the only way to learn is grow. Once you learn how the plant grows itself, it's a lot easier, and you can manipulate things a little bit better, I guess, for yourself, and how you want it, to how you grow.
Well, and then when you have problems, right? Let's all talk about problems. Like like any grower that's never had problems, is probably, they might have more ego, right? Because they've never been humbled by issues or situations.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, definitely.
so you can have problems, and problems teach you a lot, right? There's a lot to the plant that you're looking for, a lot a lot what's going on. So
Oh yeah, definitely.
yeah, that's a catch to it, right? So the more what I mean, if you ran into a lot of problems, it makes it definitely a little easier for you,
Oh
because
yeah.
you can look at things, right?
Yeah, definitely. And I know one of the questions that Josh likes to ask people is like, how much have you messed up? Because it really tells you like how seasoned they are. And I've messed up a lot too. Like I've messed up a ton. I still mess up to this day every now and then. It happens. Like you're like, oh crap, I didn't put that in there. Or, oh crap, this and that. Or dang it. Something happens. Or something happens that you can't control as well. Like I had an electrical issue, and you had to wait to get that fixed. Either that or your house burns down. So those type of things happen. And I know Josh knows, well, we call them gremlins.
Yeah. Every grow has gremlins and stuff, and then just what you're doing, what you're using. Yeah, you have to be safe about it. But yeah, so the more the more chances you get to grow, or and you can study a lot and you can learn a lot, right? You can learn a lot off of like studying the leaf sheets, that show all the issues with leaf. There's a lot though, but there's a lot being said, you know what I mean? Just being clean, different pests that'll come in. You just really want to know, right, what's exactly going on. So and it takes experience. Experience helps a lot, even with numbers, understanding how the plant works. Definitely, you know what I mean, transpires, different things like that. It's definitely cool stuff. So
Yeah. And this is all information that's been, kind of coming out more. Like you said earlier, agriculture, the agriculture industry and cannabis are really starting to fuse together, which they should have been in the first place, because they're one and the same almost, not necessarily outdoor agriculture, just agriculture in general. all together. We're getting so much more information from the agricultural side of the industry that it's just speeding up the industry, night and day, like, before it was, like maybe 5 years ago.
Right. Well, and hemp had a lot to do with the breakthrough of that. You got a lot to do with the hemp, being federally legal and running that side of the aspect. That definitely, cranks over to, cannabis sativa hemp, is pretty much cannabis sativa non-hemp, right? Just at a later stage, just a different genetic. So anyways, so there's a lot being learned there. Even like you said, outdoor agricultural, even because the hemp, right? Because they grow mass fields of hemp, and they grow mass fields of cannabis in Oklahoma. Let's not get it wrong. I know it'd be here in New Mexico, everything's been kind of on a smaller scale. Now there's stuff being on larger scales. I have heard of, rumored to be, there's grows that'll be hundreds of acres. I know, with Ultra Health, there'll be hundreds of acres, but I mean, these are other people that have hundreds of acres that looks like they're converting over to cannabis or whatnot. So that's very interesting to see what happens. Right. So,
and within that, there's going to be a lot of grower ego, because someone has to grow these plants, and, it's better for growers to get together, work together, and to share information versus not, and allow our egos to get the best of us and to not really work together as growers, because we're all growers at the end of the day. That's just, it is what it is. We all love this plant. We love growing it. We just do it differently,
Yeah, you got love for the plant at the end of the day. That's all that really matters. If you're trying to make a better product for the state of New Mexico or yourself or friends or to transfer it, whatever you need to do, right? Whatever your end result is to grow high-end cannabis with your craft, do it and do it well, right?
Exactly. I mean, Josh and I have tried cannabis that's been grown all kinds of ways. And, we've had decent cannabis that's been grown different ways other than like hydroponics or any other like water way. We've had outdoor that's been decent. We've had indoor that's dirt that's decent. We've had all kinds of cannabis that's, good. And so, I mean, it just depends on how you grow it and, your genetics, and, genetics do make a really big difference too, as well.
And then the way you dry it, cure it, the way you treat it, it comes down to the, what I mean? The growing procedures, right? To do it a certain way or whatnot, which is all gravy. So so again, it comes to that. So people can learn from different things. There's different, you never know when somebody's like, hey, have you seen this paper that's published by, so, such and such college, it's an agricultural paper, but look at it, and you're looking at it, you're like, oh, okay, I see what they're talking about. It talks about different things and, just transparency rates. I mean, there's all kinds of fun stuff out there with all the different growing methods that's happening, from the soilless mixes to the True Living Organics. You look at like Carver Farms, right? They're running True Living Organics beds, and I hope everybody's following them, see what's going on, watching that progress and watching everything go on. It's, Andrew Brown is a grower, and hats off to him for cranking that out and doing what they're doing. And I'm loving the show. I'm loving the show with it. Let's go New Mexico. I'm loving it.
And we need to get up in that direction as well. And I mean, I just wanted to give an example. I mean, one thing was something brought up one time was the water curing. Remember, like how I was doing a lot of water curing experiments back, a couple of years ago. And, that's something that if I wouldn't have been open-minded and tried it, I would have known anything about it. But, there was some interesting results that came from it. And, I wouldn't have known unless someone had brought it up and I was open-minded to even try that, to just find out if that was even true. It was an interesting experiment, and to this day, I still want to continue it just because it was just such an interesting thing to do and to really look in a scientific way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. And it's going to keep getting there because, with the commercial aspect being here on the adult use or recreational market, there's a lot, what I mean? There's a lot of money driven things behind it. So they need to know exactly what's going on, what I mean? Like how what their bottom line is, what they're doing. And there's a lot of exciting companies that are coming in. Been fortunate enough to talk to some, been a few, what I mean? So it's been good stuff. What I mean? There's how many licenses did we have open since last week?
I think it was 9 licenses since last week, which I think was the 26th to today, which is February the 2nd. That's what the day of the show comes out, every Wednesday, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, 9 licenses since the last time that they've, really published licenses. Right now, I think that they're being a little slow because of snow right now in New Mexico. I don't know, pretty much in the American Southwest, there's a huge like cold front coming in. Cold, like warm places are getting snow that normally don't get it. And even down here in Las Cruces, we're supposed to get some flurries tonight. Josh is up in his knees right now. I think he's sitting in snow as we're talking. So I mean,
oh no, you see it's green. It's all nice. No, outdoors a little chilly. I went on my 45-minute training session. A little walk, 45 minutes out there. I got one a little later tonight. A 75 hard program, just the way I'm living life. I love it.
Right.
But yeah, so it's what I mean. Everybody, try to learn from each other. Get the New Mexico cannabis community. I mean, everybody's going to grow different. Everybody's going to have different aspects of it. You never know what you can learn from them. I had a great conversation with a grower that's grown in different states, and what I mean, is here now. And instead of trying to be like, yo man, this is New Mexico, you must get out of here. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
no, man. Like, here, yeah, cool. I am glad you're here. I hope you're here to bring good cannabis to New Mexico, and I hope, I wish you well. Like, that's where I'm at with it. Everybody needs to know the pie is so big. Whatever you're trying to get into, just get into it and get into it well.
Yeah.
I like Aaron. I was talking to Aaron today. It was yesterday. I'm not sure. But like she's got plans going on. I shouldn't release them yet, but I'll see when she'll let me release them. You know what I mean? Because she's got interesting stuff on.
Yeah.
We're try to bring some other people on here soon to talk about what's going on in their world, and then give their experience to help people here in New Mexico. On all aspects. We definitely got a list of people that is emailed us, and working with, what I mean, and seeing what companies we have that are active and stuff like that. Has been a very interesting situation. Like, a shout out to Brian's Green Care. I know they're active. So
congratulations.
We'll have some more updates with them, later on. So all good things. Like, they're definitely, I'm excited for everybody. I really am. It's definitely exciting situations. New Mexico, we're not too far out. We're getting closer and closer to the April 1st, everybody, the recreational, you know what I mean? That is the
I think we're under 60 days, right?
Woo, how many?
I think we're under 60 days.
I don't know. I haven't done the math. I don't know. I guess we could do the math, kind of crazy. I'm not real sure.
Well, I mean, April 1st is less than a month away. That was yesterday.
Yeah, I don't want to touch my computer. So. I just don't want to mess it up.
Oh no, not a month. Excuse me. Yesterday was 60 days.
Well, we're getting really close, right?
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. We're probably closer than most flowering periods, especially with veg. Like we talked about the shortage, later on there. So that'd be very interesting to see the shortage. And that's just the way it's going to be, right? It happens in every state. No matter, you can say we could have done it better. You could say this, you can say that. How about you say you get it focused and get you a license and help the problem?
Yeah,
that's what I got.
I mean, there's a few ways to go about it. You either sit there and complain, do nothing, or you get your license to do something, or you talk to legislature and give them an idea. I don't know. But just don't sit there and do nothing. I mean, that doesn't help anything, guys. And like I said, that's a part of ego too. Let the ego go and try to help out instead of just trying to sit there and try to direct traffic from behind the scenes. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? I can't be an armchair quarterback? What are you talking about?
A backseat driver?
Come on now.
Yeah, definitely.
I read it on YouTube in a couple of books one day.
Right. Yeah, it's like, come on, guys. But yeah, I mean, just be open-minded, guys. I mean, that's like the best advice when it comes to being a grower and having an ego, is just try to be open-minded. And like we've all gone through it, like especially early years of growing, you want to feel like everything, you've crammed all this information in your mind you feel like so long, and then it's time to really prove everybody that you're this grower now, And I get it, guys. I get it. Yeah, and Josh 10 times more, because it's
Oh yeah, blame it on me. Blame it on me. Blame it on the garden gnome. Yeah, somebody blame it on the garden gnome.
Yeah, it's always the garden gnome.
Garden gnome.
You know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it was just, we really just wanted to talk about ego. We know there's a lot that's going to be going on. I mean, mostly because most people are going to be growing right now. And then the grow season, the outdoor season is actually upon us here very soon. We said that last episode, and I'm going to say it again because it's close all the time, or closer. Yeah, like woof. And everybody's excited for the outdoor season. I usually throw some outdoor plants too. I mean, just it is what it is.
You grow outdoor?
Oh, I love outdoor.
Yeah. So everybody's, they're gonna be outdoor. I know there's gonna be nurseries popping up. So, you might be able to buy genetics from different people there and stuff. What's going on? Not real sure.
Actually, one popped up here in Las Cruces. What was the name of it?
I have no idea.
Oh, I forgot the name of it. Next time I'll give them a shout out in the next episode.
Well, yeah. We'll figure, what I mean? And maybe we'll get interviews with different people and stuff like that. That's, like I said, we want to bring some more knowledge. That's why I want to bring Ryan on. I definitely for that side of it. He's been in different places in the country, and he's going different places in the country. So and he's doing installs and doing all this, crazy stuff. So he has a lot of great knowledge, and he'll help a lot of people. And he just wants, help be real about it, and what's going on, like with SB100, right?
Yeah. Oh, SB100. Oh man. So this is actually kind of important, and yeah, I really wanted to touch this on the episode towards the end of it. So, but yeah, so SB100, it's a bill that's going to be changing or trying to change some things in the Cannabis Regulation Act that they passed last year. And one of the big things that people are, really excited about is micro businesses are going from 200 plants to 1,000 plants, and significantly more than we thought they were going to get. So, I mean, Josh, what do you think is really going to happen with the bill? I mean, we really don't have much time.
Well, no, we don't have much time. You never know. You're right. The bills and legislation is tricky. It might push through with the 30-day session. It might not. You never know, right? We'll see what happens. It could go either way to me. I know you and I both have seen parts of this and been in and out and been in ups and downs, everything else with it.
Yeah.
So
it's like watching football.
I guess, yeah. I'm not, but no. So yeah, we'll see what happens at the end of the day when the dust settles, and there's no telling what else can go on. But no, I mean, it's a lot, right? You say 1,000 plants, and it's just not that. It's the build out, the cost of each plant. You know what I mean?
The security, they changed the security, I think, in there too, and they also changed THC or tetrahydrocannabinol Delta 9 to just everything THC. The Delta 8 stuff that's going on. And to be honest, I kind of feel that was coming anyway. That needs to be regulated. It's only fair to the Delta 9 businesses that have to go through this whole process just to sell theirs. And right now it's kind of loosey-goosey, everybody for himself, and that's not really fair, and it's not safe. There's a lot of bunk, stuff out there, the HHC and the Delta 8 guys. So be very careful if you're going to go with these products or anything like that. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there.
Sure.
That's probably the reason why that they threw that in there, because Texas made it illegal flat out. So I mean, at least it's not illegal here.
I'm gonna give you my 2 cents. Just smoke cannabis.
Yeah, just smoke regular weed, dude.
Come on. See, listen to the hippie talk about weed. I'm a cannabis guy. No. So yeah, with this Jesus hair. But no, yeah. So what I mean, definitely just smoke cannabis. Stay away from everything else. Yeah, THC should be THC products. Shouldn't be none of the loophole stuff. So definitely.
Yeah.
Let's. I don't see anything negative in the bill. That I've spotted. I haven't fine-tuned combed, you know what I mean? I haven't, I've looked over it and just kind of seen, okay, makes sense. Let's fix that. The micro license up to 1,000, that's great. That's a good size, you know what I mean? You can throw it, close to, pretty much an acre down, a little less than an acre, so probably a half an acre, a little more than half acre. But anyways,
a little more.
It depends what size plants you're throwing down. And again, how are you going to grow? You could probably do an acre if you know what I mean. If you're growing a different way, and how big your plants you want to spread out, whatever. If you have that area, right? Why not? But it's all up to you.
Yeah. It's all up to climate, all that, all that other stuff. You guys know how to grow. We're not telling you how to grow.
No, not at all. Chad might
Yeah.
be. Chad might be trying to tell you to grow. I don't know.
Yeah, however you guys want to grow. It's up to
whatever.
you. Yeah, it's not me.
No.
But that's pretty much everything I got, Josh. I mean, just really wanted to touch on that, and let's make New Mexico's program the best in the nation. Let's work together.
Amen.
So, yeah.
No, that is it. Well, cool.
All right, so get us out of here, Josh.
Awesome. Yes. We go play in the snow here directly. Everybody enjoy their Wednesday. February 2nd here. Well, thank you for watching the NMCannaCast, guys. So everything New Mexico, everything cannabis. Again, we all love you, and let's check the ego and just keep doing best we can with everybody. Right?
Cool. Yeah.
Sounds
all
good.
Right.